liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Moines County Board of Supervisors, Tuesday, August 13th, 2024. Are there any changes to the tentative agenda?
I have none, but I did hear Angie say that if we take Brian Carter out of that thing today and put some tape over it, or something, I heard.
And actually, I was the first one that said it.
This could be a world record short meeting.
It's a conspiracy.
So if any of you have plans for later today, you're in luck.
Thanks,
Cheryl,
Angie.
do you have any changes?
No.
Okay, we have an agenda. Meet with department heads, elected officials. Cheryl McVeigh, Moines County Auditor's Office.
Good morning. So due to ISAC, we're gonna start payroll on Thursday of this week, so that packet will be open. You can start entering stuff in ESS. And if you have weekend workers, let Sue know on Monday the hours that they worked, so we can get that closed out before Sarah and I leave for ISAC next week.
Thank you, Cheryl. Trent Heckelvig, the
Oh.
County Attorney's Office. Haven't seen you for a while.
I know.
I think I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Maybe not.
The meeting in Minneapolis?
Oh, yes, that's right. Tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, that is on the calendar. Wait a second. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, we're still short attorneys, as you know. And I'm sure Lisa's talked to you all about that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But she's on vacation, so I'm here, and then while I'm here, yesterday morning, we got the opinions from the hospital case. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
So, in summary, what Judge Peterson said was, he found in favor of the hospital. He found that they did in fact merge with an eye towards pecuniary interest, but that provided sustainability for their charity. So, it's interesting, the sustainability argument's a novel argument that the hospital is making. He accepted that. So we have until the 9th if we want to appeal the opinion of September, I should say. And it's interesting. I haven't talked to the AG. I literally got this read, and we got it yesterday morning before court, and I was in court all day.
Oh, it just came out yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll hear from the AG. I know the AG who was in charge of the civil division of the AG's office when this started was very interested in, if this went south, he would want to appeal. He's retired, there's a new guy, so we'll see. I mean, we have until September 9th if we want to appeal, and we'll get a lot more information between now and then.
Okay, interesting. Interesting.
Other than that, there's just 2 of us this week over there, so it's super busy.
Okay,
All right,
okay. Thanks, Trent.
thank you.
Zach James, land use.
Yeah, good morning. Things are going pretty well. Just me this week. Jared's out on vacation. Things are fairly busy. Just got a lot of things happening. Probably have a subdivision on the agenda for next week, maybe 2. And then just otherwise, just kind of business as usual. Just a lot of phone calls, a lot of permits for different things, so staying busy.
Thanks, Zach.
Yep.
Chris Lee, Conservation Director.
Hi, good morning. We're busy. I think the guys there are putting the finishing touches on our grant projects. Just doing a few things there at the fishing jetty and kayak launch dock. And once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and start the process of closing out the grant that we got from well, it's through the state, but through the federal government, for the improvements we did there in Big Hollow. And then, other than that, just kind of keeping on. Summer camps wrapped up last week, so moving on to school's going to be starting back up, and we'll have field trips come to the nature center this fall. So we're kind of in that transition time now, transitioning out of summer and into fall mode. We got some work we're going to do on the Foot River Trail either later this week or next week. That thing's kind of disaster, so we're gonna try to beat it back into submission. Board meeting last week, we talked about Chautauqua Park, and, I put all that stuff in the summary, but I'll work on putting together kind of a plan to maybe have kind of a mix of walking trails and some mowed areas so it looks decent from the road. See if we can maybe find a local that wants to kind of adopt that for us and take that over. I certainly don't wanna go backwards in expenses on that place. And then, I'll be reaching out to this board here sometime, probably later this week, with some potential dates for a work session. I'd like to get the supervisors and the conservation board together and just kind of start talking some ideas we have floating around for different revenue generating and cost savings measures. Try to maybe come up with a prioritized list of things we'd like to explore between now and writing next year's budget, because, you know, as we know, with what the state's done, you know, budget situation in the county is probably not going to make us any richer, so we're gonna do what we can to try to be proactive and be a part of the solution for the county, so. I think that's about it for now, anyway.
Thanks, Chris.
You bet.
Janelle Nellie-Longquist, Des Moines County Treasurer.
Good morning. It's that time of year again, tax statement season has arrived, so they are all printed and folded. We're working on stuffing them. I expect those to be in the mail by the end of the week. So,
Good news.
Sorry.
Does that mean your phone will ring?
I'm sorry, what?
Does that mean your phone will ring?
I'm sure it will, yeah.
Thanks, Janelle. Kevin Glendinning, Des Moines County Sheriff.
Good morning. Sorry for my tardiness, and I can provide excuses for Colin and Rodney as well. They're making their way around with Verkada. They stopped over at our office to look at our camera system and to see how everything's working and see where some improvements could be made. We continue with our command structure at the jail. We have interviews for our lieutenant positions today, and other than that, we had National Night Out last Tuesday. That was a big success, majorly because of the community and everybody that came out. It was a great night, and big thanks to Sergeant Eric Short and Missy Brick with Burlington Police Department. They put a lot of effort into that, made that thing happen, so it was a lot of fun. Other than that, the jail's at 89, and we had 18 out of county. Kind of the same story, different week on that. So that's about all I've got. We've got plenty of things happening, but really nothing else of note for the board.
Okay. You could be around for the meeting? You remember be around till the end of this meeting?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
I want to show you a tire after the meeting.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I've got to stop over at the auditor's office and have some things to follow up with them as well, so I'll be here for a while.
Okay, I'll catch you.
Yep.
Thank you.
I thought I was missing a meeting when you said that.
No.
It's like, which meeting is that I missed it?
Ken Heinman, Mental Health Agency of Southeast Iowa.
Good morning. Well, I was ill last week, so I want to bring the district maps to you today. This will be a big topic of discussion for tomorrow's
I'll bet.
region meetings. So the new district maps have come out. I put the region map on the back side and the district map on the front side. It's kind of hard to see the region map a little bit. Yeah. But the big thing for Des Moines County is we're not gonna be in the same district as what we've been in the region. So they're moving us and Louisa County to a whole different district.
Iowa City, Cedar Rapids,
Yeah.
Davenport, Clinton,
Right,
Muscatine, yeah.
Johnson, yeah, county, and some big counties in there.
Oh, and
A lot more-
Waterloo.
Lot more services than what we
Yeah,
had.
we got Waterloo in there, Blackhawk.
So yeah, we'll see how that all shakes out. I don't have anything other than to say, if you look at the region map on the other side, I wrote in the names of the CEOs in every region in our state, and you can see that Lori Elam is over the eastern Iowa region, and May Hingington is up above that. So I don't know, between May and Lori, one of them might end up trying to be the district leader. I'm
Well, are they gonna change those, regions into nonprofits? Because you sort of have to,
It can be a not-for-profit,
Yeah.
or it could be something else, a 28E, like we have for our regions, is what I've heard Ryan say. So I don't know,
I see they removed us with the fiscal agent for that region.
yeah, there won't be a way
That
to
doesn't
be
fit
the,
with one.
yeah. I mean, we might be the fiscal agent for the new district, but I don't know, you
I
know.
doubt it.
I doubt it, yeah. So, it's very big change from what the previous maps, the sample maps that came out. This is different than what those were, so kinda caught me off guard, I don't know. So,
Looks like they just want to start over again.
yeah, I think so. Of course, it's gonna be tobacco, substance, things other than behavioral health in addition to behavioral health, so. We'll have to wait for the state plan to come out, we'll have to wait for, more guidance from HHS.
The way I understand it is residents in any of those, districts can get services in any other district.
Yeah,
You aren't limited to services in your own district.
that's a good thing, yeah, so people can choose where they wanna go.
It'll be interesting to see how it works.
Yeah, yep,
Probably take a couple, 3 years to figure that out.
I think so. So that's all I have for now, we'll have some more discussions at our regional meeting tomorrow about it.
Take one of those maps on my desk, Kenny.
Okay, will do. Thanks, Shane.
Colin isn't here, Shane, I didn't realize you were here.
Thanks for observing me, Thomas. It's good to be noticed.
We can't see.
Okay, Shannon Prado, Emergency Management. Well, I'm sorry, I was trying to make sure I hadn't missed anybody.
So I just have a couple of things to note. We are expecting maybe some weather tomorrow night. They're still not sure exactly where it's going to fall, so just keep your eyes open for that. They said to expect probably some heavy rain. And then the one other thing I wanted to mention was so for the flooding for the river, I did declare, I did put us a part of the federal disaster declaration. The county has to reach a certain threshold, it's 178,000 something. And we by far exceeded that, where last I knew we were at 600 and something thousand in costs. That can be pumping costs, that can be damages, that can be costs for preparation, for putting in the flood wall, et cetera, et cetera. I got a notification from the state yesterday that all the entities within Des Moines County had gotten all their documentation in, apart from one, and that we were doing a really great job at really being on top of it. So I just wanted to say thank you to all the different entities in Des Moines County for having it together and doing a good job. So very thankful for that.
Second that, and thank you as
Yes.
well.
That's all I have.
Thanks, Shannon. Angie Vaughn, Joint Safety Committee.
Good morning. I really don't have anything to add today, so.
Thank you, Angie. Brian Carter, Secondary Roads.
Good morning. The two main bridges we've been working on for a while are still moving. Guys wrapped up a couple bridge projects, so they're gonna move up and start on some culvert projects. One of those will be closing down Pleasant Grove Road. We'll do a press release when we actually close the whole thing. I think today they're just closing one lane to cut some concrete. So we have a culvert not too far west of the highway across the road that's shot. So we're gonna tear that out, tear some intakes out and replace that. So anyway, just so you know, when you start hearing about some road closures, although we do send out notices to so the school districts and stuff like that, in emergency response are aware of it, even if it's just a one-day closure. So we're gonna start doing some culverts that we're kind of behind on after working on other projects. And, yeah, I don't know, plenty of things. I would mention, I don't know if it's happened since Shane's been here, but CenturyLink is fairly famous for sending legal letters whenever we cut one of their lines that happens to be in the wrong place and they're not happy about it. And we managed to get 2 CenturyLink lines last week during our ditching job down on Skunk River. One, the locator told the crew that it was dead. Apparently shortly thereafter, they figured out it wasn't dead. That was after, of course, we ditched through it. The other, a line to be legal is supposed to be 18 inches deep, and from what I can tell, it was maybe 6 inches deep. So, in fact, they didn't even have it deep enough. It wasn't even deeper than the culvert that was right there. So, my guess it was actually laying in the ditch, and it probably got silted over time is my suspicion. But either way, I guess I'm saying that because they send them to us, but they also send them to you guys. So if you see those, just throw them in my basket, please, and we'll communicate with them. But they'll be written like they're gonna sue us and everything else. That's a pretty standard approach on their part. So
We promise to give those to you.
yep. Sometimes they get buried on a desk, so I wanted to mention it to you since we know they're gonna be coming. So either way. But yeah, guys are moving and getting things done. So that's all I got.
Thanks, Brian.
I forgot to add one thing, I'm sorry.
Shannon?
There is a police training today at Grimes School. Burlington Police Department will be doing some active shooter training today. There'll be no teachers or students present, but if you see some police activity there, that's what's happening, it's just a training.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Does anybody, we'll proceed to discuss, or any correspondence?
I have none.
I have none. Shane? Okay, sorry. We will proceed to discussion and vote. We have approval of the 2023 homestead and military exemptions. Board of Supervisors, a list of claims for homestead exemptions in accordance with sections 425.3 and claims of military service tax credits in exchange in accordance with chapter 426A and sections 427.3 and 427.6 were presented and approved to you on July 11th, 2023. I hereby request the homestead and military tax exemptions be approved. Homestead value is $56,891,287, and military value is $6,906,485. These exemptions are for the 2023 taxes payable 2024 and 2025. Sarah Doty, Moines County Auditor.
I was gonna wait on Shane, give him a chance, he wasn't here, but I will make motion approve.
Second.
Or Cheryl.
You did good. Jim Carrey.
I don't learn fast, but I learn.
Shane McCampbell.
Aye.
Tom Broker.
Yes. We have reports. We have the Veterans Affairs Report, monthly report for July 2024. We have the Recorder's report of fees collected for July 2024, and the Clerk's report, the Clerk of Courts report for fees collected July 2024. These reports will be on file and available for public review at the auditor's office at your convenience. We have minutes for the regular meeting of August 6th, 2024.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Cheryl?
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Jim Carrey,
Yes.
Ron Broker.
Yes.
Any other business?
I have none.
We mentioned it off and on. We're gonna be moving the public health into the new facility, hopefully in around a month. And we've always talked about the disposition of that old facility. I think we should have a work session on that, just to bounce some ideas, just initiate the conversation. Does that sound okay to you, Shane?
Sounds good.
Okay, maybe next week or whenever we get it on. Maybe next week isn't a good time.
We leave for ISAC next week.
Do you, what time?
It'll be afternoon, so.
It'll be afternoons?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it'll take too terrible long.
We should be.
But yeah, maybe we can do that next week.
Okay.
I guess that would be under future agenda items as well. Committee reports.
I have none. None, I was on vacation.
I had a conservation board, and I think Chris pretty much nailed what that meeting was about. And I also had workforce development board, youth meeting, and our numbers are down, which is per usual because of summertime, but they've got a new program, and it's they're gonna be paying 50 to 70% to businesses that wanna get involved with apprenticeship, and they got a new training program, and expecting things to start picking up once school starts back up, because the kids will be back in school, they can target them. That's all I've got.
Shane, do they have an age limit on that?
Not that I know of, I think, as long as you're old enough to work.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Shane. I attended the Joint Safety Committee meeting. This is the first meeting at Joint Safety's new offices at the Emergency Management Building, so we all got to take a little walk through there. We went over the fiscal 23-24 annual report. And that's all I had. Public input. If anybody from the public would like to address the board, you can email the Board of Supervisors at board@dmcounty.com. That's BOARD@dmcounty.com. Or you can call 319-753-8203, extension 4. That's 319-753-8203, extension 4. We'll give you a couple minutes to initiate that email or that call. In the meantime, does anybody in attendance have any questions?
Of course I do.
Sure.
So the hospital, do you anticipate appealing?
That isn't a decision that would be made by this board, I'm sure, if he's talking to the AG.
review?
But so, it isn't quite, this, I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
Other than, what Mr. Hanwick just said.
Do you have a rough estimate as to how this will affect taxes? You know, would you have received what you want?
We talked about it before, is that, we created that budget as if we weren't gonna,
Right. Receive
that money.
Right.
So it shouldn't, I
Shouldn't
can't
affect
speak for
anything.
other entities.
Yeah.
I can only speak for the county, but it won't have any effect on our current budget, because it was created assuming that we were not going to get that money.
I have a question for Brian, quick. Or were you done? Do you have any idea when you're gonna close Pleasant Grove Road? Like in a week or a month or?
Possibly this week or next. They're doing the one lane, the saw cutting today, but I don't know if they're prepared to tear into it this week or not. They had two projects, and I'm not sure. They may just be saw cutting today.
How long will it be closed-ish?
I would have to guess 3 to 4 days. Just, well, then I say that, we'll get the culvert in, but then obviously the concrete's gotta go back in. So, kind of between closure and one lanes and stuff like that, we're probably gonna be there for a week or longer. The actual closure, I'm hoping we can keep to right around 3 days, but it kinda depends on coordinating with the crew that's gonna come in and put the concrete back in.
Okay.
And weather.
And what?
In Mother. Although it's, yeah, I mean, if the weather catches our guys working, obviously we lose some time, but being as I think the rain was talking Thursday, so obviously weather can extend it, but yeah, that's something like that. And you guys, everybody here, I think gets press releases. If you don't, let me know, and we'll get you added to the list.
I think our 2 minutes is up.
Good, thank you.
Look good, okay. With an aye, we're adjourned.
Right.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Y'all have a great day. I'm gonna- I'm gonna borrow Brian's and Angela's and Kevin for a minute. You wanna come look?
It still states this
Hey,
way.
one quick thing.
Oh, good.
Yesterday, Ryan mentioned that Lori Nealon and Iowa.
So my son,
Well, they did take a break.
And that's
But they-
absolutely.
they said